on first down. Carr. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit in anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
In at their own 19-yard line. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
They'll go for it. Here's Bennett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Get a look at this offense. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this? Yeah, this throw will be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Here on 3rd down. Levis now off of play action. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning, so Lawrence will throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And the Bills to move the chains. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focus.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Throwing on third, Goff. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have first down throw here. It's Hooker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked him.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are...
From the red zone now, Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So this defense, Charles, quite a performance. Not working on a shutout, but they have still yet to give up a touchdown as they come up with the interception there.
Well, we've seen this from them before because you can move the ball on them through the middle of the field. But once you get into the red zone, that's where they really clamp down. They come up with the interception there, but you know about this crew. They're playing modern defense, taking care of the red zone third downs and getting after the quarterback.
Bennett now on second down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that the big play, unable to connect in that attempt.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Goff and this Lions offense set for opposite that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, this yet again, Goff is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks him, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now the Buccaneer off. Back to throw, it's Levis. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. This is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into point.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a two-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Tannehill. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Burst by him near the 35. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And after the interception,
Lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Levis trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Levis And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 20 hits. I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Buying time to his left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it, and the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really...
They run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll take a first down throw for Heineke. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back.
Twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Love. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now out comes Minnesota. These guys definitely... 2nd and 14 from the shotgun. Here's Dobbs. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
A 2nd down throw for Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And now out comes Minnesota. A golden opportunity for 3. Wolford now to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also...
Throwing on second and long. Wolford. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this game. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line.
Don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll? Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Tampa Bay in this, one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Make that run. Who knows?
On second down, Hooker. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 33-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are...
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick six.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Down at the 10. Here's Hooker. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it's really a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there is no sense.
To the red zone here for 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused. 2nd down, here's Levis. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
That ball was going to be caught.
Throw out left, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise,